draw Sonic the Hedgehog, just kind of his head, and he's going to be making kind of a sly expression. So let's get started. Even if you've never drawn, you will be able to draw this with me. So let's draw this together. First thing we're going to do right here. So we're going to go right here. We're going to make like a kind of like U shape right there, kind of for the center of his face. All right. Then we're going to carry that up right here into his eye, one of his eyes. Down right here. Gonna go over here on this side, and I'm going to curve right there. It's going to be kind of like starting that kind of his snout area where the nose is. And now we're going to curl underneath right here just a bit, and kind of meeting up with that line on that side. Curve on this side. Curve over here on this side. Line over here. And curve along the bottom right there. So we have his entire kind of lower face, you know, that fleshy portion or whatever. So we do need one thing. We need his nose. So we're going to start his nose over here on this area. And then we're going to have it go out, down, in. It's going to cover up some of the stuff we already did, but it's kind of best to do that so it links up and it makes sense. Circle over here along the sides. And then we're going to fill this out. There you go. Kind of fill it in. So now we have this kind of like wine cork bottle looking, you know, part of his face there. Over here now, we're going to start at this line. Curve just a bit on that side. Pulling up. We're going to pull it a little bit higher. Try to match the other eye a little bit. It's going to curve over, and then that side is going to be very thin, right? This side is facing us. That side is kind of going around the edge like a ball right there. Curve right there. Right on. Don't worry, we're going to go over the difference between regular Sonic and this sly version in a minute. So I'm going to go right over here. I'm going to draw a curve right there, and that is going to be kind of the brow. Curve over here. Out. Down. Line over here for the inner ear, because we're just going to put the outer ear. Up, down. Over here on this side. We're going to start over here on this side. Okay, so the reason we want to do this, and by the way, for all this stuff, by the way, I always say this, you just want to be close enough. Okay, you don't have to do it exact. You're not a machine. You just do it close enough, and it's fine. So over here, we're going to start along on this brow. We're going to pull the top spike. You can pull it slowly if you want, right? Okay, outward there, and then pull it in. Gonna go over here now. Right, we're doing that second spike. And then we're gonna pull it in again. There we go. Don't forget to check out all the official website stuff, by the way. There's a Gumroad. There's all kinds of cool stuff. You got to click that link in the main bio, and it's going to give you sketchmonsterart.com. There's tons of free stuff on there. Line up over here, the edge of the mouth, or the edge of the face. All right, so we got a pretty good idea of kind of where we're going right now. So it's looking pretty good still. Before we do this last spike, I want to go over here and do the other side of the ear. The other side of the ear is going to be over here. Try to match the shape, but it's not. You're not going to see the inner ear. So we're going to go over here, maybe starting there on that side, and we're going to pull out just a bit. And then pulling back. And it's more or less just kind of like a simple triangle, which is great. It kind of, makes a lot of sense. Over here on this side, we're going to pull that last spike. So over here, we're going to go out. And continue right here. Kind of the base of his neck on that side. And remember, wait, do you want to learn how to draw anything as a cute character? Maybe you want to draw a family member as a cute character. I created a free guide for you. This free guide is basically something that I felt like I needed. I know for me in the past, when I was learning how to draw cute, I thought, oh, this is going to be very simple, right? It looks simple, but every time I drew it, it's like the head was too big or too small or the eyes were kind of off. Something felt weird about it, and I didn't really know what it was. This guide kind of fixes all that for you, so you don't have to go through the years of, messing up like I did. It's a 15-page guide, and it's entirely visual aids. It shows you little graphs on what is like cute, and then you can make it cuter. We compare chibi style to normal cute style, and a lot of other information on how to draw the limbs and more so. If you want to pick this up, it's 100% free. It's literally the guide that I needed when I started. So that's pretty much what it is. Go down to the description, click the link, go over there, put your email in, and I'm going to send it to you right now. And you can be drawing cute characters pretty much in an hour from now. We're keeping this just to the head right here, so you want to remember to really kind of make that stuff count as far as its appearance looks. So we're going to give him a sly look. So right here we're going to pull a line for his smile. Right there. And then we're going to draw a line out, down right there. It's going to be kind of like, the cheek right there he's pressing on as he's kind of smiling and giving this sly look, which is what we really want. Now let's go over here for his eye. And this is a huge difference. So he's going to be closing one eyelid right here. Just draw a line across. You can slightly curve it. It works that way because, you know what I mean? He has that like, again, it's kind of his head is like a ball shape. We're only going to do it on one side right there. He's going to, hey, that kind of thing. Let's go over here now. We're going to have the eyeball kind of come out the bottom, curve up. Right there, we have like the highlight, and then right behind the highlight you have the dark portion of that eye, which is going to give it a lot of character, right? Over here now we're going to go down, up. You can barely see it, right? He's kind of looking at it. It's hidden by the brow. And then we're probably just going to draw the dark portion of the inside, a little bit, whatever we can see, right? And that's kind of what we're leaning on. Let's go to the middle of the head, a little of the eyes right here. Kind of pull this back just a bit. And if you want, we can draw a little line right there and line right here to show that there's a little bit of furrowing of the brow. And I think it's really important to kind of show that. Line right there. Just kind of repairing stuff because that's kind of where we're at. And that's pretty much it. I want to thank you very much. If you stuck around this long, you're one of the very few. Almost nobody sticks around to the end of the video. In general, in all videos, say hi so that I know that you stuck around. And you can always go back to old videos and test me and see if I can find your comment. But yeah, absolutely comment on old stuff, and I'll go back. I read every single comment, and I try to reply to every single comment. So test me, all right? Anyways, stick around. The next lesson is going to load right now. We're going to go into that, so stick around. Okay, so that was amazing. You finished this lesson, but keep it going. Keep the art practice going by clicking this video right here. It's going to be within the same theme, and you want to keep it rolling to get better and better and better and get that art flow going. So click right here.